Okay, now we move on to the second factor that affects the climate of our country, that is altitude. Okay, altitude is either high altitude or low altitude. Okay, now we talk of high and low only in terms of what hill area. Okay, so hill. Okay, it's a high and then it's a low. Okay, right, even this affects our climate. How? You see here, as you move higher from Earth's surface, so this is surface, no, Earth. Okay, so this is surface. Okay, and then as we move higher from Earth's surface, so higher, so this is a mountain. Okay, right, as we move higher from the Earth's surface, what happens? The temperature really falls. Why? Because the heat rays from sun, it passes through high, and then it goes down to the low pressure area, and then it heats up earth. Okay, so when the earth is heated up, what happens? It emits the radiation. That is why in the afternoon it is very hot. Why? Because from the morning to till afternoon, the sun ray falls upon the earth. Okay, then earth is slowly heating up. So after getting heated up, around 3 o'clock, it becomes very hot, because after the earth becomes heated up, earth emits a heat radiation, okay, over the surface. So what happens? We feel very hot, but rather in the high altitude we don't have that much heat felt, because this high altitude, the mountain ranges, they are above the earth's surface. Okay, now take for example, you are taking a vessel. Okay, so vessel is simply, let us say, this vessel is earth. Okay, now you keep some water there in the vessel, or you don't keep. Okay, just empty vessel. Okay, this is earth, and then now this vessel is very cold. Okay, now we are going to heat up this vessel using a oven. Okay, now this oven, let us say, its oven is considered to be sun, and a vessel is earth. Okay, then what happens when you heat? Okay, in the beginning, the heat waves attack the vessel. Okay, in the beginning it is very less, but once the vessel is heated up, okay, and you switch off this oven, what happens? Still it is very very hot. Okay, so this heat emits hot radiation. Okay, so heat radiations, you see here, radiation is the heat waves that are emitted by the hot object. Okay, this is exactly what happens here. So this radiation is very less as we climb to higher altitudes. Okay, so as we climb to higher altitudes, what happens? The air becomes rarefied, air becomes very less thick, it's not very dense. Okay, less dense, okay, less thick, and therefore the air near earth's surface is heated up more by the earth's radiation. As I told you, the sun rays falls upon the earth, and then earth is heated up, and then that heat radiation goes out in the afternoon around 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Okay, then we feel very hot, but whereas in the higher altitude it is very very less. This phenomena doesn't take place, and therefore air is always very thin. Okay, it's less dense, and therefore we feel no, we feel kind of change in temperature. Okay, that is why people visit places like Shimla, Missouri, the main part during summer season, so that there it is very very less. Now I am attaching a video, you can see and then you can understand. Thank you.
The second factor is altitude. Altitude means height. The more you go above the ground, that is from the surface of the earth to higher altitudes, the temperature decreases. Because the concentration of air molecules decreases. We also call it as thin air. That's why when you go to hill stations, it's cool out there.